Do I sound too far off mic? Because I'm just in a room trying to be quiet.
That's all right. You sound okay.
All right.
You know, a bit Australian for my liking, but other than that.
All right, love.
So, yeah, part 2. The tension mounts, as indeed does Stuart.
So, Stu, how's your week?
Yes, not too bad. A couple of things that I kind of realised at work. Number one, it's really, after having worked from home during the pandemic, it's actually not that fun being back in an office around people, particularly when you're in a small team. It's pretty obvious when you're going for your afternoon shit. Because you just get up and leave the room for, 15 minutes or so and then come back with no explanation. It's same time every day.
I'm going for a meeting.
I don't need people to know when I'm shitting. That's not fair, is it?
Well, it's the modern way, though, isn't it?
Why don't you just go in the morning before you go to work?
Well, because I don't have that big a prune budget.
Oh, God. I was on prunes after my hip operation because, of course, they bunged me up full of codeine and other arse-clenching drugs. And, I had to have loads of bloody prunes to help loosen myself out, get myself back on a decent rating on the elder Bristol stool chart.
So does it work, prunes? Can you just eat it?
Yeah. I mean, if you have too many, you'll be shitting through the eye of a needle, mate.
Do you ever, this is a general question, not to do with my lovely week particularly, but do you ever do it?
Oh, sorry.
There you go. That's
quite often.
Nurse!
Do you ever do a shit so nice that you're a bit sad when it's finished?
Not.
Oh, that
What's
was busting my ass.
yeah? We're gonna need clarifications. What's good? Is it the quantity? Is it a good clean snap off? Is it your legs haven't gone dead? What?
Did it stretch the sides on the way out?
I don't think you want to snap off. I think you want to glide out, don't you? Snap off suggests that there's still some work to be done with the paper.
Yeah, you want it to be. You want a clean one. You don't want to be wiping for half a roll in fucking 15 minutes, do you? You want a nice break where it's like 2 wipes, you have a look, and there's nothing there.
All right. Well, as my friend Wigo used to say, only cowards look at the paper to check.
Well, no, it's good to see, it's good to see if there's blood there or not.
All right.
Blood.
It's the confident man who'll do 3 wipes and stand up without actually even having a chance.
Yeah.
Oh my God! All right, I'm going to move on. The other thing is I've been doing a little bit of work with the courts here in New South Wales.
Oh.
Yep. And I've been wondering, like, how old is too old to become a lawyer? Because that looks like fun.
50.
That's a good question, that.
I'm mid-40s, but I've been watching these lawyers and their job's just to get up and bloody mouth off and be pretentious and smug and get paid a shit ton for it. And, oh, man, there's got to be room for me, doesn't there?
Think of all the cocaine you'd have to take, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
All right.
in
Well,
Australia,
it'd be nice to just be in a position to afford it.
Yeah.
That's true.
in Australia, do you know what you do like with tradies and bikies? Are they called lawyers?
Solicities.
Solicitors.
Country roads.
These.
Nobbies.
So there's thoughts from my lovely week. I don't know. I don't know if a 44-year-old rocking up to law school would be cool or not. Probably be not so cool.
When I was in my 30s, I did an access course. I was working nights where I'd work a week on, then a week off. I managed to negotiate my own contracts, and so I went to do a college to do an access course, and then applied to do a degree. And I thought, I'm going to go for a law degree because I used to love. There's a show in England in the 90s, I want to say, called This Life. Obsessed with that program. Brilliant. So I wanted to be a lawyer as well, and I felt I was going to go to university then, and it would have been about 5 6 years, so I would have been approaching 40 when I would have got qualified, and I felt
a penis. Oh.
No, because you would have been not competing, but you'd be sitting sharing a desk with someone who's like 24 and like fucking still lives at home, and you're on the same wages and stuff like that. So I just felt I'm not sure I want to put myself in that position.
Yeah, it shouldn't be weird, but it is, unfortunately. Just feel. Also, if I became a lawyer, they'd have to adjourn court for 15 minutes at 3 o'clock every afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Just disappear for 15 minutes.
Short recess, Your Honour.
No, it's just his trousers. Oh, come on. That was a good one. Oh dear. Let's have a quick word from our sponsors. Thank you.
And the fat controller.
That's a terrible stutter you got there. Why have we suddenly turned into Northerners?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a Scouser, isn't it?
They do, don't they, though?
What you doing, Thomas? Why are you going down there?
So what now?
Thomas the Tank Engine. Was that on Fast Forward or something?
Yeah, that was an Australian sketch show called Fast Forward. You probably find YouTube clips of that if you were so inclined.
Yeah,
no, you're all right, mate.
Thomas the Tank Engine with his stutter.
Right. Oh, okay. Right. I think I don't know if it was on the BBC or what over here.
No. This is a sketch show that did Thomas the Tank Engine parodies.
Oh, right. Were they hilarious?
For the time, yes.
Yeah,
I would say. This is 30 years ago, probably.
Oh, blimey.
You don't think it's weird with Thomas the Tank Engine where it's clearly set in like not even British, an English countryside, but it's not. It's some weird world called Mordor or something like that. It sounds like it's in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Sodor.
Yeah. It's just
completely
yes. It's a combination of Mordor and Sodom.
Sodom, yeah. Maybe they bugger each other after, like they go for good shunting, if you know what I mean. Eh?
Yeah. Oh,
all right. Well, do you want me to talk about weird stuff yet? Then?
Yeah. Go for it.
All right. Well, shall I throw a few more weird laws at you? Because that's what I like to do.
Okay.
Some more British ones. Some more British. So Scotland, right? What do you think of them?
Scotland. I think they still want their independence. No, lovely. Might be going there soon, actually. Might be going with Mrs. up to Edinburgh.
And what would you do if you were to go to Edinburgh, particularly?
Well, I'm not going to say in front of my son.
All right. Would you have a few drinks and lead a cow around town?
Right. Well, I would have to be having fruit-based drinks, obviously. Then I would just have a look at the pretty buildings.
Well, you'll be safe then, because it's illegal to be drunk and in charge of a cow in Scotland.
Is it?
Since 1972.
Since 1972?
Yeah, it's been illegal in Scotland to be drunk and in charge of a cow.
I thought that might have been when they got... Yeah, so blimey.
Well, it was the great drunken cow stampede of Glasgow.
Clearly.
Blimey.
No.
Pull the other one.
Pull the other one. Oh, God. That might be the best joke you've ever had on this show.
Could be the only one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can be fined £200.
Drunk and in charge of a cow.
Scottish pounds, though, so that's okay.
That's fair enough. And jailed. This is the bit that confused me. And jailed for up to 51 weeks. What?
51 weeks for being drunk and in charge of a cow. I mean, cue
More
all
the
the
point.
usual jokes that I'd normally think of.
More to the point, who chose 51? What wouldn't you round it up to a year? Someone's gone, no, 51.
Oh, there's probably some other weird law to say that you can't have any stupid fucking sentences more than 51 weeks if they're a stupid thing.
Yeah, no. I'll tell you what it'll be. It'll
Double
be
jeopardy, innit?
No. What it'll be something like it's the level of the crime can only be heard at a magistrate's court, and the maximum that a magistrate could probably give out in Scotland is 51 weeks. It's less than a year. Anything a year and above goes to Crown, probably.
That's a sensible answer to a very silly question.
I thought the answer was because it's all the fingers and toes they have to count on a single one of them.
It could be. We also have to get to count 51 fingers and toes.
Yeah.
About what, 70?
Well, it depends. If you go to certain towns in Scotland, there's about 6.
The other weird law I've got here is strangely apt. I should have segued from what you were saying before, which is...
Oh, we can do a quick segue. I've got music for that. There you go. Fade out. Right, go on.
It's illegal to let a boy under 10 see a naked mannequin.
Wow. And I used to have nightmares about mannequins.
I used to have nightmares about 10-year-old boys.
Right. That's a really weird... Right, so a 10-year-old wee bairn, as I believe the Scotch say. So, yeah, a kid 10... right. But mannequins, they don't have any on-display genitalia. So where... Oh, no, I don't get that.
But they have the shapes, but particularly the female ones have the lovely round shapes that might excite a child.
If she fell over in the snow, would she make 2 bumps? Right, okay. So what? I mean, what do they think is going to drive a small child to?
I don't know. I would suggest a more apt law would be not to let a boy 10 to 16 see a naked mannequin. That would be more troublesome.
Yeah, is it for a specific? Is it 10 onwards or 10 and under, or just 10?
It's letting a boy under 10.
Right.
I don't see that as a problem. It's
you don't want them seeing a mannequin, especially the one that Davian's got with a fleshlight attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in Scotland you can drink and get married when you're 6. So
yeah.
So
to a cow.
Yeah, to a cow.
It's practically middle aged in Scotland, not. So.
Yeah.
Hey, they're not from Liverpool.
Crazy law.
So yeah, there you go. Crazy Scots and their crazy laws, huh?
Yeah. Anyone else we haven't offended?
The night is young. The night is young.
I'll come with some Middle Eastern laws next time if that's.
Oh, some Middle Eastern laws will be good.
Yeah, and safe to tell.
Yes, I can't see what could possibly go wrong there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was giving you some weird tidbits last time I was here. I've got a few more of those. If that's all right.
You're one of those, aren't you? You say tidbits instead of titbits.
Why would you say tidbits?
Because they're titbits. They're not tidbits, right? Go on, Don, back me up.
No,
the tidbits, the tiddly bits.
Oh, you bunch of...
It's tidbits.
Really?
Why would they be
Why
would they be tidbits?
Well, why not?
He's a
That's not
pervert.
their name.
It's all right,
Yeah.
English,
Davian.
mate.
Because then we just call them nipples. I've got some... I was telling you about some nipples last time. I'll tell you some more.
Right.
I don't know. Should we linger in this pause for a bit longer?
He's a cunning lingerer. Wait.
All right. Some silly tit bits for you.
No. I far be it for me to fucking get it wrong. Tidbits, then. You bastards.
I looked it up. You're wrong, Davian.
The world's first speeding ticket was given to Walter Arnold in Kent. He was going 8 miles an hour on a road with a 2 mile an hour speed limit. What a crazy
fuck me dead. Right,
4
blimey.
times speed limit. Bastard.
Jesus.
Scared the horses.
Back then, along with staying below the speed limits, you had to have a person walking and waving a red flag in front of your vehicle to alert pedestrians.
No, really?
Yeah.
You do realise they couldn't go uphill because they're so slow, right?
Well, no, that's me. What, the cars?
Yeah. If it was too steep, the cars would just roll down the hill.
Oh, blimey. Oh, that's not good.
Well, and the driver of the car was nabbed after being spotted by a police constable who chased him for 5 miles on a bicycle. So there you go.
A police? Did you say bloody police?
Yeah, on a bicycle and all. Yeah, all right.
But
That was probably what.
He's doing 8 miles an hour, and it took him 5 miles to catch him up on a bike.
Yeah, I don't know that, like how fit police were back in the.
Well, they're fairly attractive. Oh,
I don't know if they had Lycra either, which obviously helps your speed on a bike.
yeah, you get terrible chafing, though.
Yeah, can you imagine a bike back then? The bikes would be rubbish back then.
Yeah, old penny farthings,
Much
weren't
like
they?
the cars.
Victorians called sausages little bags of mystery because there was no knowing what was inside them.
Oh,
Arseholes and elbows.
arseholes, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, hips and lips and tits, yeah.
I think that carries on to this day, really, doesn't it?
What, sausages?
Some places.
Yeah, mystery bags.
Well, there was strong suspicion that they were partially filled with horse meat at the time. Unfortunately, there was a lot of consternation that people were eating horses without being told in their sausages in Victorian times. Yeah, little bags of mystery.
We had a bit of a furore about that over here only a few years ago. I think it was a chain of supermarkets. They were found to have horse meat in the lasagna.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes. There's also, wasn't there one in recent years with a certain Swedish furniture purveyor?
Oh, right. Was there?
Yes, and their canteens.
Oh, okay. I've never eaten at one of those places.
I don't know why. I don't know why you would plan to.
Well, some people like to go there because of the meatballs or something.
Yeah, but
That's what it's referring to.
yeah,
I would get them if I was there shopping, but I wouldn't. I know of people who go there just for the meatballs and go home. They don't actually go for shopping. That's weird.
Bloody hell.
well, that's a lifestyle.
Yeah, because normally it takes so long to do the shopping there that you're starving by the time you get out because you usually lost for about a fortnight.
Yeah, they have a maze. They make it into a maze, don't they? Where it's literally you've got to
Yeah.
follow the trail around and. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You lose one of your kids, you got to backtrack about 40 miles. And by the time you get out, you're fucking crawling and dying of hunger.
God, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, so annoying being taken around forcibly, like this bloody path through all the different departments. And, a ghastly place.
Yeah.
God.
Cool race.
Cruel race.
How's this for a fucking British law, right?
Go on then.
Fucking British, this one is. In the 16th century, Parliament passed a law that every man, excluding nobility, and children younger than 6 must wear a flat cap on Sundays and holidays to avoid being fined.
That sounds totally reasonable. Would you like to wear a hat only on Sundays?
No.
No? A flat cap.
Put forward by someone who owns a flat cap factory.
Well, it was passed to increase the wool trade in the country.
Oh, of course.
So it was repealed in 1597, so it can't have been around too long. But yeah, other laws included restriction on the colours of clothes and fabrics and material. And yeah, even the amount of money spent on luxuries were decreed based on the rank and social status of people.
Oh.
It was always basically kings and governments would just pass laws whenever they felt that too many things were getting imported or one of the trades was suffering. Pass a law. Again, that kind of thing doesn't happen these days, does it?
No,
I hope not.
No, not at all. So.
Credit Suisse.
Oh, bit of politics.
And this one's the one that I've been waiting to talk to you about.
Oh, go on then.
It's
roll up.
Purely the reason I was here. This fact.
This needs some.
This fact was designed for you.
Do you know what we need for that? We need this. Oh no, sorry, no, not that one. That one. There you go.
Well, funnily enough,
Bless you.
that sounds like the moment that somebody would get some of what's being talked about in this.
Oh,
I know that makes no sense now,
No.
but hopefully it will in a minute.
go on then.
During the First World War, the Secret Service agents used semen as invisible ink.
Yeah.
They had a motto, every man his own stylo. So
Oh, okay. No, that's got to be
initial thoughts?
That's got to be total cap, man,
It isn't.
isn't it?
No.
No, that's true.
Oh God.
According
And then
to
you
the
put it-
diary of Walter Kirk during World War I, the deputy head of military intelligence in France, Mansfield Cumming, used invisible ink to communicate secret messages.
on.
No, that's what it says. That's what it says. Mansfield Cumming.
Really was.
Excuse me, love. I'm just going up to write a letter.
French one.
That's when you cue that sound effect again. He was told that using semen was best for this purpose because it didn't react to any regular methods used for detection, such as iodine vapors.
Or
And
taste.
the method. The last line here is my favorite, though. The method was soon abandoned because of the smell that the receiver got when they opened the letter.
Oh God. Yeah, I can imagine.
We've all.
In World War II, they'll because there was like there were Arctic places, there and people would be skiing down there. Because of the blizzard and it'd make people tired, they'd give these little pills that had very small amounts of meth in.
Oh, yeah.
And this one person got captured, was going to be captured, and so they just said, fuck it, ate all of them.
Language.
It was like 20 of them, and that's enough to be like twice the dosage of a normal person using it.
Blimey.
And for 48 hours straight, he was high and killed 10 people in that time and wasn't captured.
Blimey.
Yeah. Amphetamines were pretty widely used to keep soldiers awake for days straight, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the German army used some sort of meth. That's why they kept running all the infantry. So yeah, they used to load them up on meth too.
Bloody hell.
The German army also used some sort of gas, if you didn't know.
Yes.
Well, that was to get rid of soldiers. It was the mustard variety.
That's the fucking mustard, that is, mate. Nice one.
So, but there's something, if you'll excuse my phrasing, there's something a bit fishy about this idea that they gave it up because it smelt bad. I mean, this is a war, and you reckon you've got some sort of hyper unbreakable invisible ink process here. You really going to give it up because it's, a bit, you get a bit of a staly waft?
Staley Waft. I think I saw them live in Camden. Yeah, that's one.
How do you think you managed to read the letter when it arrived?
Well, it was probably hard to open.
It was
Hang on a minute. Here we go.
but to read it, you had to put it above a candle.
Oh, yeah, right.
So what you're smelling is warm, dried fucking cum.
Yeah. And hopefully there's not like a pube dried in there too, because then you get that burnt hair smell.
Okay, then
jeez.
that's a comma.
Do we want to move on, or do we want to dwell on this a bit longer?
I think we should move on really quickly.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
All right. This is more American in tone.
Oh God.
And it's a product of the week on the Bit Weird but Fair Enough, I guess, podcast. We like to have a product of the week.
I have seen this.
It's a cheeseburger in a tube. So if you're a kid that ever went on a field trip to a science museum, there's a good chance that you tried astronaut ice cream, but now you can try astronaut cheeseburgers. They're consumed by cosmonauts in space. It's just pureed burger in a tube. And you can buy it for $14 from Amazon, if you really want that.
Really?
Jeez.
I've got to have a look at this. Hang on a minute. Let's get interactive here. Cheeseburger in a tube. Oh, I thought you
You're
actually,
cheap.
I thought you were actually talking about something else, Stuart, because there was that. Because the last picture I saw from your place was the one of a rectum-shaped hotel.
Oh, right. No, that's on the bit weird, but fair enough, I guess. Socials.
Oh.
Find up Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
In a can.
And yeah, for some reason, there's a rectum-themed hotel.
Burgers and onion gravy in a can.
Yeah, we've just been looking on to Amazon. Other tax-dodging online retailers are available. 4 burgers in onion gravy in a tin. Oh, God, I bet that's absolutely minging.
Yeah.
You
yeah, I
bought
think so.
macaroni and cheese like in a pot noodle cup before.
Oh, yeah, that didn't go down too well. I had a bit of a munch attack, and I got this these varyingly disgusting different types of macaroni cheese. Actually, the worst one was macaroni cheese in a tin. That, like, I opened the tin and it just smelt of vomit.
Yeah, there's some worse ones than that. You mentioned the burgers in gravy in a tin. I've seen a chicken in a tin.
A chicken in a tin?
It's a full chicken.
You're fucking joking me.
No,
Oh,
big breakfast.
It's all jellied.
Yeah.
oh, God, what's that stuff you used to always go on about? Devon? Yeah,
Custard.
Devon.
Devon.
Yeah, I think
Super meat.
I think you call it luncheon meat over there. It's just
Wait, what is that?
it's like even worse spam, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
What's the other one called? Liverwurst.
Bless you.
Oh, fuss. You know, Spam's got a museum. You know, Spam's a national disk in Hawaii, and there's a museum now.
You are shitting me.
I'm not.
Yeah. How about this for an interesting bit of tying things up?
Oh, okay.
Sam Pett, former host of Strange Times,
I remember him.
was a guest on
host?
was a guest on an episode of Bit Weird, and we talked about the fact that in South Korea, spam is like a luxury item that people gift each other.
Yeah, she said that. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. So people make up big gift sets of spam and give them to each other for New Year.
Cool, right?
Yeah. Blimey.
All right. Well, I've got one last bit. I like to call it the parting oddity.
Oh, a parting odyssey. Yes.
Yes.
That's what I call my penis.
I thought you called it the wig splitter.
Well,
Same difference.
what I say is not going to be funnier than that now.
Oh,
Damn it.
I bet it will be.
Go on, have faith.
All right. No, it's not funny, actually. It's just more weird, which is good because that's the theme of the show. McDonald's invented a sweet-tasting type of broccoli.
Oh, sweet tasting broccoli.
Yeah.
Oh,
Obviously, to try and appear healthier and get people eating vegetables, the chain tinkered with science to create broccoli which tasted like bubblegum.
Ugh.
And believe it or not, the customers did not dig on it at all.
funny that. Was that not their shizzle?
No, so it quickly faded away. But yeah,
Fade away,
points for
not
trying. I
rewind.
suppose.
Oh, okay.
So how did he do that? Did he mess with the genome, or was it like just a flavour and coating, or what?
I couldn't be bothered looking further into it than that.
Good girl.
So I'm going to say the first one because it sounded more sciencey.
Well, there's a I don't know if it's drops or a tablet or something. There's something that you put in your mouth and you swirl it around for about 20 seconds, and then anything you eat tastes sweet. So people sit there eating like onions and broccoli and whatever.
I saw a video on that like years ago.
Oh,
Yeah, so maybe that's where it's come from. Maybe it was a coating you put on it.
okay.
Oh, it's a bit freaky.
But why
David should rub it
bubblegum?
on
Why
his
would
knob.
you choose? Why would you choose bubblegum of all the flavors?
It's American, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing in the USA.
Cheeseburger in a tube.
Yes, if they
bubblegum
made it taste
flavored.
like freedom, they'd have lapped it up.
Yeah.
I was not able to find any cheeseburger in a tube.
Oh, hang on.
Don't think it'd be on Amazon.
I found something else not particularly appropriate. Tom, look away. Yeah,
Flashlight.
she'll do.
No, go back.
It's It's an inflatable costume, and it's basically a gigantic cock and balls.
There is some bizarre stuff on Amazon. You could do a whole podcast just trolling through Amazon products.
Oh, there's a category on eBay. I can't remember what it's called, but it's something. It's like the weird stuff or weird entities, and you have a look through that. I think they had to clamp down on it a while back.
That's what she said.
Things like you'd be able to like buy a jar of someone's farts, or buy a box of the essence of something or other, and that sort of shit on it.
Cruel lace,
along with glass eyes and
glass eyes.
That link is in the chat there.
Oh, is it now? What chat?
The Facebook
chat. Oh, the Facebook chat.
I'm working off two computers here, so I can't get to this
fucking
one.
Tory.
Ew, laughy time. I've got two computers.
Yeah. Oh, Amazon.com. Texas burger, space food, beef cheeseburger, Russian astronaut food, emergency. Right. Currently unavailable. We don't know when or if this item will be back in stock. I've got to find some of that. Tom, we have got to science the shit out of that sometime.
So is it literally just cheeseburger mashed up into a toothpaste?
I think I know why it's sold out. Because anyone trying to get that McDonald's broccoli bought a whole bunch of the tubes to pour all over the broccoli to get a vaguely nice taste.
Yeah. Or to get the flavour out of their mouth.
That's a good point now. What medium do you put this fucking cheeseburger paste on? You need something to put on. If you put on a biscuit, then
I don't know that they have access to Yorkshire puddings and stuff in space, though. I think they're going straight from the tube.
Oh, Yorkshire puddings. Oh, fucking great those are.
Yorkshire puddings in space.
At least the line.
Yeah, so that's it. That's my gear. That's what I've got.
Wow.
Nice, man.
The shelf life on it is 2 years.
Sorry, the what? The shelf life on what?
The burger in a tube.
Oh, right, okay.
2 years.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about Stuart then.
No, I'm talking about you.
My shelf life was 2 years. That was a while ago. And thanks to Kat, Dom, and Davian there from the Strange Times show for talking to me about weird stuff. Check out their show. It's amusing. They're well on the way to 500 episodes. They've been going 10 years. Holy dooly, can you imagine? So that was episode 6 of our season. There's 2 more episodes, but guess what? This ain't fucking TV. That doesn't really matter because you can listen to these whenever you want. So, yeah, then 2 more weeks of weekly drops, and then, yeah, you just listen in your own time. You just listen whenever you want. And speaking of listening whenever you want, probably time to mention some of the other podcasts that I am involved in. So, we've got What's the Go, which is a weekly sports podcast where, we mostly talk about sports. Sometimes other stuff creeps in. It's all a bit silly and a bit weird. You'll enjoy it, I'm sure, if you know a bit about Australian-centric, I should say, sport. And if you don't like that and don't want to listen to us ramble on about that, you should at least follow the What's the Go socials, because some amusing things we find we put up there. You'll enjoy it. Yes. There's also Dad Pants, which we're not currently making episodes of, and not sure if we will, but the episodes are there to enjoy. I think we kind of figured out at some point that we weren't dishing out particularly good dad advice anymore, and we're just crapping on about lawns and ham. But if that's the sort of thing that gets you interested, then you can find that on your favorite podcast app as well. Dad Pants. What's the Go? Dad Pants. There's Pick a Date, but that's already been on this feed, so you don't need to go and listen to that. And obviously, if you don't follow the bit weird but fair enough, I guess, socials yet, please follow them. Again, I do my best to find good, funny stuff to put up there.
So if you enjoy this show, you'll enjoy those socials. And if you do enjoy this show, casually drop it into a conversation with a friend. Hey, you're a bit of a weird fucker. You can start the conversation like that. You might like this show. And the last thing I'll say before I trot off is that, if your pod app that you listen to this on allows you to give a rating or review, please do, because, it helps get other people interested in the show if they see a nice review. It's also a bit of fun for me to see people write amusing reviews, etc. So, takes 2 minutes, give it a little crack, and I would appreciate it. So with all that, faffery out of the way, I'll say goodbye to you and see you next week. Thank you for listening, essentially. Good on yous, you weirdos. I rub soap on my taint to keep it clean. Even though it is not often seen. Taint is the cleanest in the whole land. Except for one annoying grain of sand. This is an Angry Chimp podcast.